Yo, what's going down? It's your boy Dub FX. I am doing a show called Hook, Line, and Thinker with DJ D Phoenix on Neo Retro FM, so tune into that.
This is Stormy from the Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast here on X5 Radio. Don't go anywhere.
Don't do it.
You go anywhere.
I love those fireworks when they have.
If they need to, like, I just don't understand. It's perfect. Perfect real estate for them.
Right, but we already know for a fact, though, that there have been eyewitness accounts of things in our own backyard, literally within the last year. So that right there, these aren't solitary creatures. You know, they are in tribes, they are in packs. And so when you see one, chances are there's at least two more around. So
yeah, next time we go out, I mean, I won't do it till the morning after if we're going to stay the night. But I do want to work on some rock banging and some tree banging with the noises just to see if we can get something back, because I don't think we've done that intentionally enough yet.
Yeah. I think before anything like that happens, I think we need to like research that a little bit, because some people have their own ideas as far as doing that, the actual act of doing that.
Like you don't know what you're saying to them.
Well, and yeah, because I mean, tree knocking is, there are different aspects of it that, I mean, it's a form of communication. I've heard actually that it's not even a tree knock that we're hearing, but that it's actually the vocalization of the way that they like are able to, like, you know how when you can do this
click with their tongue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the power behind it, because of the enormity of the beasts or the creatures, is what makes it sound like a wood knock.
That actually might make sense. All it would take is a tiny change of anatomy too to make it like decibels.
Well, you know, and when they holler, that stuff echoes through canyons. You could have a person.
They've got projection, that's for sure.
Right. Yeah, a person and a Sasquatch could both have a hollering contest, and the Sasquatch would be the only one of the two that would be heard.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess what we're doing currently, listeners, besides just doing a little bit of rambling and perusing, I'm still on the Concerned About the Whole Pacific Northwest Now Facebook group site, and the next entry is about America's silent poisoning. This map that is shown shows the U.S. states most at risk for poisoning. And I wish that I could show you, because this is really kind of trippy. The majority of the heaviest duty poisoning is in the heartland. Actually,
arsenic?
Well, I'm going to click on this because it'll say, okay, you may think you're being healthy by filling your plate with fruits and vegetables, but experts are warning the nutritious staples may actually be covered in cancer-causing chemicals. Okay, interesting. Based on the most recent data collected by the U.S. Geological Survey in 2019, Harvesters across Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Oklahoma, and parts of Texas have been using the toxic herbicide 2,4-D at high amounts. The chemical was an active component in Agent Orange. Wow. Okay. The defoliant used by American forces during the Vietnam War. Let me scroll down. Nope. Let me scroll down. Sorry. I'm not, what's his name from the news? Okay, the chemical was an active component in Agent Orange, the defoliant used by American forces during the Vietnam War to destroy forestry and crops, and is now a widely used herbicide to control the growth of weeds around crops. That's like using a nuclear bomb on something just to, do away with like the peripheral. Farmers across the Midwest and southern states typically spray the pesticide over corn plants, soybeans, rice, wheat, hay, barley, oats, rye, sugarcane, and tobacco. Due to its ability to completely destroy vegetation, the International Agency for Research on Cancer classified 2,4-D as a possible human carcinogen in 2015. And the story goes on, so I won't take up any more time, but interesting. And like I said, if I could show you the map, up in the Northwest, it's the southeastern part of our state that is the heaviest. And the southeastern part of our state would be Eastern Washington, but wouldn't that be Hanford?
That'd be close to, no, that would be Southwest.
Oh.
No, that would be like Lewiston, Clarkston boundary by Idaho. That would be down by I want to say Kennewick, Pasco.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. Now this is what's interesting though, as you're looking at it, I mean, it's basically just a white map with each one of the states outlined in or drawn in black or outlined in black. But almost exactly at the border of Washington and Idaho, up in the Panhandle, there is absolutely almost no contamination up in the Panhandle of Idaho whatsoever. In fact, the contamination in that state doesn't happen until it hits the southeastern part of their state. So that would be what? Is that Twin? Yeah, that's Twin Falls, isn't it?
That's Twin Falls.
Okay. I think that's the area
Twin
that Trump.
Falls, yeah.
Okay, I think that's, but as you're looking at this map, though, coming down off the Great Lakes, what looks to be like Illinois and Indiana, like what it was saying on that thing, are the two colors that are shown in the graph. One, the top one is yellow. Keeping in mind that it's on a white background of the country, but the first level is yellow. The one below that is orange. But then there's also this deep dark brown beyond that, and there's like a burnt sienna between the orange and the brown. Anyway, the Midwestern states, you can't even see the outlines of the states themselves. They're that saturated with this stuff.
The funny thing is, I just recently saw a map that
Wow.
was very similar to that coverage, saying that those particular areas had higher than.
Right, there was some UFO activity. I don't remember when that was. Was that 60s? When was that? It was when the like stuff rained down from the sky, and weird stuff. Wow. Well, Washington State is one of the highest ranked paranormal states in the country.
I believe it.
Right around the whole Roswell incident, either just before or just after, there were a lot of reports of UFOs and that around Mount Rainier.
Kenneth Arnold.
To be a big thing. Mount Rainier is supposed to be known for all these weird things.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I had a contractor work on my house about 7 years ago that said he saw UFOs when he was climbing Mount Rainier. He was a big mountain climber.
Okay.
And this was maybe 15 years ago when he climbed it, and he said he saw UFOs kind of circling around the base.
That'd be my last climb.
And he seemed like a nice, smart, decent guy, but he claimed that, yeah, I saw UFOs around Mount Rainier.
Wow. I've heard that. Mount Baker, I think, is one of the other ones that there's a lot of activity around as well. Doug, you spend a lot of time in the Mount Baker area, right? No, okay. Okay, good.
Why?
Great point of reference then. Thanks, buddy.
I'll say yes.
There you go. Wow, that's in the low hum though. That's really interesting.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
No, but
I've spent my in-laws live on what's called Gold Beach,
okay.
which is out on Murray Island, which is part of Vashon Island, and it looks directly toward Tacoma. And I swear I've heard a low-level hum a few times.
Really?
And they've had a place there for the last 15 years, and we spend our summers out there. And the room that we stay in is in the basement. And I don't know, maybe it's a shipping boat that comes by just at the right, decibel level.
Right.
But you just you feel the bed just kind of vibrate slightly. And in the back of your teeth, you kind of feel this kind of a humming.
Wait, you mean your wife didn't put a quarter in the machine, the bag?
We don't have that for some reason.
Where is the mute button? There we go. All right, hang on just a second. There we go. Now say something.
She seems to know about him.
Party, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. I'm just messing with her, that's all. Whatever. Ask to unmute. So let's unmute you.
Sorry, I was
There we
laughing.
go. I'm
was
giving you
laughing.
crap.
I know you are. I love you.
So could the hum be, did anyone ever figure out what like the Tao's hum is?
No, the federal government came out there and they did a few studies and found nothing.
Wow.
But there's a lot of shipping traffic comes through there. There's large container ships, and those diesel engines are running at really low RPM, and you got SeaTac Airport too. That who knows what sound is being emitted from there.
But you can't feel all those things as they pass in the water in your teeth, though.
You kind of hear a low bubble, kind of that type of thing.
But the fact though that like it can even jar your teeth or make your teeth like kind of vibrate or whatever, that's weird.
It's kind of a tingly type thing.
Right.
My head sweating.
Any more of that story though? I think I asked if you've seen one, but you said that you saw that one. Where was that, in Lewis County?
It was alongside the freeway. I don't know what it was. I don't know where to even begin with it. It was kind of, how when a dog's in the tall grass, 2 foot, 3 foot grass, and kind of moving around. It's like it's smelling a bird or something, like a bird dog does, kind of moving in circles. This thing was going in a square, and it stayed right in that square. And I think it was probably reducing it every time I went around, because I actually got to see it make that square loop 2.5 times, I think. That's how far away I saw it and how long I was watching it. By the time I passed it on the freeway, I was doing the same speed as the truck in front of me, who I think they probably saw it too. And that was about 35 miles an hour. Looking
Really?
like what the hell? This thing had like a rat-like tail, no hair on it. It was about the size of a deer. Sparse hair, very sparse hair. A long neck, and a friggin' head that had to have been 2.5 feet nose to the back of the head.
Wow.
And it was just in that 60 yards off the freeway, just going in that square like it was hunting something, a critter or something.
Wow.
I don't know what it was. It wasn't a dog. It was not a dog.
I just think that that's so trippy though, because it brings Dogman to our backyard, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go online and look them up for local, and they've been sighted and reported around here quite a bit.
So
Keep your pets indoors.
What's that?
Keep your pets indoors.
No kidding.
No doubt. Well, do you the regulars, do you guys remember here a few months ago that one story that we heard about the kid that had gotten killed in the state park or national park?
Oh yeah.
And but they covered it up, and the town people were like really pissed because they knew that wasn't what happened.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a really strong chance that this one teenage kid ran across a dogman type creature and basically was shredded. And they tried to
Hadn't they
pass.
gone to go visit their grandparents? They went to go visit that area.
Yeah, and
kid-
he was wearing a red hood and a cape with a little basket full of muffins.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I know where you were going with that.
I'll huff and I'll blow your house down.
Right.
You know, the odd thing about it is, one of the odd things about it is, well, geez, I think I might have just forgot what one of the odd things was. You know, they cover up. There's no record kept of missing people in state parks, and there's supposed to be some ludicrous number of like,
How
missing
much?
in state parks, and like 65% or something like that. It's up there. It's way up there.
That's
Come up missing in state parks. In state parks. And then of those 65%, like 85% of them are children.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, and yet if you go to DNR to try to get a record of in
Yeah,
any
okay.
park, record of
Did you figure out a way to be able to do it yet?
or happenings,
I'm trying to find
there's
the
nothing
picture
on
right now.
record. There's
Okay.
My pictures are not organized at all. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this I want to. Okay, now I'm in the picture. I'm in my photos right now. I just clicked on it. It's got the check mark on it. I can click
Okay.
share. Will that bring up
It
the?
should. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Okay.
2 items. It says I have 2 items. I was unaware. No.
So see, it's not just me. It is confusing trying to figure this out.
Oh, it's not. It's not simple. But at the same time, here I'm just. Okay, right there.
And just, yeah, everything's set up so you should be able to.
Coolio. Order. It's not. Oh no! What happened to it? Seriously.
To our listening audience, Oz is trying to find what he wanted to share.
Yeah, I'm not a techie. That's for dang sure.
That's all right.
I'm definitely not a techie.
Well, there's really not much more we can talk about because we already talked about the pyramid. So we are kind of at a point where we just are waiting upon you, which is fine.
Well, that's awesome.
But well, what would be awesome would be if I was going to share something, if I find what I wanted to share.
We already got one.
Here we go. I'm getting closer.
Are you? Okay, in the meantime.
Now it feels like a race.
Let me see if I can find some volume.
Okay, we all know that the Simpsons have predicted eerily accurate things throughout, right? So this video here is starting off with the final pandemic and some shots of the Simpsons.
Okay, I've got the volume all the way up now. Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
Dee, why don't you stop this, back it up, and I will read it out loud as we're watching it.
Because I
It's
can
not
hear it
showing.
fine on my end.
This is not showing Zoom on my phone at all when I try to share.
Okay, hang on. Okay. But you know what, though? They aren't 100% of the time. Because,
No, they're not, but
No.
it is eerily accurate on a
It
lot
is.
of things.
well, especially because they are so right on in so many ways, and especially in the details on some of the things. Like there was that one picture of a bunch of celebrities at one of the award shows or something, or one of the events, and down to what each one of them were wearing. And I don't know how long before that actually happened, the episode had appeared, but that kind of stuff, yeah, that trips me out. But I know of at least two that didn't happen like they said they would.
And a whole lot of them. I mean, we could pick through the Simpsons season by season by season and talk about all the things that didn't happen.
Right.
That doesn't matter to me. It is a fictional show. It's a freaking cartoon, right? What does get to me is the ones that are right.
Right.
They're not even like debatable or cryptic like Nostradamus, right? These are spot on, down to what they're wearing, down to who's standing where on an escalator, down to, you know what I mean?
Right. Like in real life, it would have totally been orchestrated just to be able to match the cartoon.
Right.
And,
they couldn't have done it like that if they'd planned it for a play.
Right.
And it is weird to me. I can't get as big a conspiracy nut as I am. I'm also very down to earth and scientific, and I cannot explain away the Simpsons stuff.
Yeah.
Weird.
And you've heard it before. Time travel is the only thing I can think. To a degree. I mean, like you'd either have to be a time traveler.
The problem is with time travel is that the theory is that yes, we could try time travel, but only into the future. We can't go back.
Right.
So there's a problem, right? But let's talk about if there's other dimensions, and every possible universe that could exist does exist. You know, that to me would probably be more of a correlation.
Yeah. Oz?
It's weird though.
Oz?
Where'd he go? Are you all right there, buddy?
Me?
Yeah.
Him?
Okay.
You.
You're down in a hole.
I just broke my ring. How does that
Well-
even happen? What
Well,
the heck?
Are
you
you have a
serious?
Ouija board right behind you.
Well, it's a sparkly one too. My mom was weird.
Oh, it was one of your moms?
Yeah. It's all sparkly and decorative. It's not a real one,
How'd you break
but
it?
I don't know. I was just playing. Whoops. I was just playing with my ring. It's an octopus ring, right? And the tentacles go around my finger, and I was just playing with it, and it broke.
Well, that's
Okay.
messed up.
All right.
Okay, so this is going to be. There we go.
This looks a little legit. Where is the audio?
Where's
hear
the
that?
audio?
You guys can't hear the audio?
No.
Was that an issue we were having before? With Zoom?
Before with the Simpsons video, yes. Before on Zoom, no.
See, because I can hear it fine on my end, but Oz, you can't hear it either.
What?
When
I
I
can't hear nothing. I
Oz
can't
is
hear
sharing.
nothing.
Oh, okay. Let's
You
talk
don't
about
get
this,
that
Oz.
anyway.
What is this? What are we
That's
looking
not what I
at?
meant to
Debbie
share.
Downer, once
That's not even
again.
what I meant to share, and I didn't press my buttons.
And hence the
popped
music
up.
once again, you know.
Okay, can we talk about it
But
anyway?
I do
Because
agree
we're
with Oz that I think that we do have some. We have caught some.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell us about it. They're going to learn
No.
everything they can.
No, they could never give us the opportunity to have the upper hand. No, are you kidding me?
Right.
Not until they have to.
Right. We'll take it then.
I'll tell you, it's a crazy world out there.
You know who I do believe is Todd Standing. Now you've seen Todd's stuff,
Oh, yeah.
discovering Bigfoot, and
Yeah.
every single pick, except for the one where it's running away up the hill and making time up a hill that we couldn't climb up in a half hour. It covers in 6 seconds.
Right.
Every single picture he's got, where you can see the eyebrow move when it blinks, the eyebrow muscle. You can see the day watcher. Remember the day watchers?
Uh-huh.
Where they're just looking and it's like their head's moving this fast right here, and they got black eyes all the way. There's no white, and they don't look evil or pissed or anything.
No.
But they're all just standing still, not moving much, you know. And that's what I would expect the Sasquatch to do, is not move a lot until he's on the run or hauling ass.
Well, especially if he's aware that there are humans in the vicinity.
Well, they were standing. Yeah, this one stood there. He said for 20 minutes straight, never moved a muscle except blinked, and that's where he caught the eyebrow.
Right.
The eyebrow muscle twitch, and he got that. I mean, this thing's standing 20 yards from him, and he's got the camera on already, and he's just kind of he gets it to where it's looking at it, and he's praying to God that he's got it in view because he's not going to pick up the camera and point it at it because that's when they bolt. But he got this thing, man, and it's just there's more than one visually looking at him. You can't just stereotype them all to hair ring stops around the face, this and that. They don't all look alike. They don't all look similar.
No.
Well, I'm not very furry. I know a whole lot of hairy people.
Right toe.
It's got it. They're not clones of each other.
No.
Right.
I just had a thought too. Oh, I don't know if y'all have ever been deer hunting or even know anything about it.
About what?
A deer hunting.
Yeah, I'm
A deer can
hunter.
smell you from so many miles away
Far,
that you
far
have
away.
you have to deer urine yourself, right? You think a Bigfoot or something isn't going to be able to smell you from that far away?
They know everything
Nah.
that's going on around them at all times.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do
Yeah,
to catch
and
them
they're
off
not
guard.
going to chill for you to take a picture.
No.
Right.
If you see a Bigfoot, it's because they wanted you to see him. And the reason they wanted you to see him is because there's something going on where you're not looking. They're just like the government, smoke and mirrors. There's something going on with what that Bigfoot's doing. There's something going on somewhere else that they don't want you to see. Maybe a mama with babies has to cross the field. Who knows?
Okay.
But
Right.
once you see one, you ain't looking away.
Right.
And they're not going to just stand there though either.
Right.
You got to
Like
keep your intrigue.
They're going to move.
Yeah.
They're going to move towards you probably. You know.
Hopefully not. Okay,
Or
we are
running away.
we are exactly at the 5-minute mark. So
What?
let's
Already?
yeah,
We have too much fun.
we
Too
have
much.
a lot of fun. So let's
I'm
have
gonna turn myself in.
another Bigfoot encounter.
Got us in the woods behind the house. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Look how long the arms are.
And they move so effortlessly through the woods too.
It's just like and you notice there's no bob to him at all. No bob. It's a smooth fluid on top of his head. It's smooth and fluid.
You want to watch that one more time, guys?
Yes.
Sure.
I liked it when he did the moonwalk.
It's Michael Jackson.
He's a smooth criminal.
Yeah, right there I'm defecating.
You can hear the fear in this guy's voice.
That's what I was going to say. Is that fear sounds genuine?
Yeah.
That's hard to
Yeah,
fake.
it did. It did sound genuine.
Like the one where the guy saw the thing, but at the base of the big stump, and once he thought it was a bear, and it stands up. He didn't say a word. He didn't keep filming. It stands up, and he goes, and all you see is the ground going, because this guy is hauling ass. He's out of there.
There's one too, and I don't know if you guys were in on this one with us, but the one where the kid is like in a field or something, and he's filming, and a Sasquatch walks into the frame and comes about halfway down this like little embankment and is kind of crouching and then starts chucking rocks.
Oh, nice.
There's a sound in this kid's voice that goes from interest or fascination or disbelief to I've got to get out of here.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and
exactly what I'd probably
see
do.
that one if you can find it.
I should be able to find it one of these days.
Are we going to do another episode?
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, I just rather than to have the link get lost in the thread, I'll post it as soon as we're done here. We've got 2.5 minutes. Let's see if we can whip through one more. We're making
That one looked convincing, by the way.
Yeah, that looked good.
See how long its arms were?
Yeah.
Clear down by its knees, his hands were.
Right.
That's pretty good indication.
King James has really long arms. I just want to say. I'm just
Well,
Big hands.
doesn't need to be wearing a Bigfoot outfit then. Okay, this is okay. We're kind of deviating from Bigfoot, but here we go.
I feel like a deviator.
No sound on this one.
It's a golden dog basketball. You know, I'd stand and look at something like that, going, "Wow."
I don't know that I'd keep driving.
Is he driving or walking? It looks like they're walking.
Oh, because of the movement,
Well,
the bouncing or whatever. Yeah, I think
looks,
you're right.
looks kind of like the far side of Capitol Peak too. Oh, did you hear about Capitol Peak? Oh yeah, you did. You told me.
Yeah, we're gonna go over that. We'll go over that on the next session.
Sweet. Now, you know what I think that those are when they're legitimate. I
What's
think
that?
those are entities. They're beings. I think most of the spaceships we see as lights and stuff are the beings.
There's a difference in the movement. Okay, so we've got less than a minute, so I don't want it to cut off on us totally. Everybody able to jump back in for another half hour or so?
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So just
And
watch.
reminder, hook, line, and thinker, DJ Phoenix.
Yeah, now I don't have to ask you to do one because we just got that done. Awesome. Let's see. I will see you guys. Let's everybody take about 5 minutes or so, and I'll have that one available. I'll have the next link available in about 5 minutes on the thread.
Beautiful.
Don't go anywhere, kids. We'll be right back after this. You're watching
Hook, line, and
I
thinker.
thinker.
With DJ D Phoenix
Okay, and friends.
and friends. The Saturday
Okay.
morning cartoons.
Now we'll just keep talking.
I do not know.
Oh, it started with a stupid Friends reference.
La,
Oh,
la,
it rules
la.
my life.
We could just have
Right. Okay, let's see. So getting back to concerned about, well, thank you, DJ Party, for giving us some subject matter to work on tonight. Let's see. ICE transfers 41 immigrants to Alaska due to overcrowding in Washington state. And that is that's from yesterday. So she's pretty good about making her stories pretty relevant as far as like how long after they're released. Pedestrian on highway hit and killed in Olympia. And what the admin wrote was, hold on, there are homeless all over the Black Lake off-ramp. It is deadly. Proof that allowing the pandering for money in these roadways is dangerous. Why the cops let those people sit on the median thing right there is beyond me. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, but they also make a lot of money sitting there. That's why they risk it.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
When you're desperate, like, I get it. And the cops just can't deal with them all. I am terrified that driving around here sometime, somehow, I'm gonna end up hitting a homeless person or a tweaker, or, somebody that's mentally ill and not receiving the help they need in the middle of the road because they're all freaking over the place.
And this is what happened. Okay, so this woman that they're talking about in this story that just happened here, 42-year-old woman was standing in the roadway at the Black Lake Boulevard off-ramp when she was hit by a Honda Civic taking the exit at around 1:15 a.m. The 62-year-old driver of the sedan was charged with vehicular homicide.
That
what
is wrong.
That is wrong, because the thing is that these, I have noticed in downtown Olympia and in parts around Thurston County, the homeless are not even paying attention as they walk out in the road.
Yep.
I honestly think that some of them really do have a death wish. I really do.
Which I can kind of understand. Like, I got nothing to lose. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, the worst could
over?
happen. Right. It's over for you. It's over for you. But for the person that hits you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I don't like.
Not only is it a physical danger, but that's trauma you got to deal with for the rest of your life.
Right. Right.
And I don't know. We don't have enough resources in the area to deal with the root of all these problems, and that's the only way they're going to get fixed.
Well, yeah. I mean, the area here in Thurston County is, doing its best, I guess. Well, maybe not even its best, but is, trying to get the homeless housed, to get them off the streets. But there's still so many. I mean, like the amount of homeless coming into town is just nuts. It seems like every week there's like new full-on like groups of people that are coming in from somewhere. And
because you can survive here. We didn't have nearly this big a homeless problem in Idaho because in the winter they froze to death.
no, and
I
we didn't
hate
have
to say it, but that's just the issue.
right.
It
You
is culpable to survive here as a homeless person. It's not
Right.
pleasant, but
Right.
it's possible.
But this is all just primarily within the last 20 years, though, because it was only 18
Yeah.
years. It was only 18 years ago when I was DJing at China Clipper downtown that I would get off on a Friday or a Saturday night, and there was nobody out. Nobody.
Yeah.
At like 3 o'clock in the morning after I had hung out with the bartenders and stuff. Nobody was on the streets. There just weren't. I could leave my scooter out front, and it would be totally fine. And it's only been within the last like 17, 18 years that it's gone over the top. So I don't know.
Exponentially.
Back in our day, well, you know what? As we look at the clock, we are starting to get a little bit low on time. This has actually worked out well, though, as far as subject matter. So once again, thank you to Concerned About Whole PNW Now and their admin, which is actually DJ Party. Thank you for that. Let's see. Oh, here's a fun one. The caption on the picture says, "More babies ingesting fentanyl. Washington sees 200% increase in children nearly dying this year." And I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says, but if a kid is around fentanyl, especially fentanyl in the house, no, it's not from the previous occupants. Chances are mom or dad or both are probably hooked on fentanyl. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. There's been actually, when I was in New Mexico, there was a situation that happened with a cat, and my best friend down there was one of their neighbors, and their cat was all like acting weird and everything. As it turned out, for whatever reason, the family had doped the cat and basically killed it. And they were like,
Yeah.
"Well, we don't know what it got into." It's like, yeah, you do. You totally do. Because it's the same stuff that you're doing.
It's funny because we're both old enough to remember the crack epidemic.
Yeah.
This fentanyl epidemic, like, it's so much worse to me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is, because even with the crack epidemic, that really wasn't hitting home quite as much as what this has. The crack epidemic, at least here in Washington State, back in the late 80s into the 90s, it was really almost to a degree more centralized and focused in the urban areas, in the metropolitan
Same
areas.
with back east, Baltimore, Philly, Pittsburgh, New York, like
Your
that
big
was
city.
where it hit.
Yeah, it was your big city drug. Even the smaller towns, not saying that it didn't make inroads into Olympia, because I know people that smoked crack, including myself, back at that point in time. But it wasn't like the main, and it wasn't the norm. It's like if you wanted to do crack, you had to go up to Tacoma to find a dealer.
No,
Sure, I
this
think
is
a
what I
guy, I
was
think a guy's
saying.
making them with a
Yeah.
laser printer on,
But
on
and
TikTok.
so for listeners
This
who
is what
aren't
I'm
familiar with
showing.
the area, that's only about 20-25 minutes up
Hold on,
the
I
freeway
lost you.
from
Hold
us.
on. God, we're so good at
But
this.
you can't hear that though?
No, nothing.
Not
Not even
nothing.
like the volume's down. There's just nothing.
Okay, well, that's frustrating. Okay, so that takes care of our sharing for the night then. Oh, is this
Well,
is
no.
you?
Yeah,
Actually,
that's Oz's. Well,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
working on it.
Yeah, go ahead and put that back up.
That wasn't even what he was trying to share.
No, I'll put that back up afterwards so I'll send it to Stormy or whatever, but I'm gonna try to
That's
find
neat.
what I was. Do you guys see this now?
Not now.
Or you can't see?
How'd you do it before?
Okay, hold on. Oh, the bus. I'm gonna find it.
I'm just shouting at you like I know how to do it myself.
Right, exactly. I'll find it.
I feel like you guys are fighting to show us stuff.
But yeah, we are.
See? Every time one of you starts to share something, the other one pops on.
I'm not going to press anything now.
For the listeners, this is hilarious.
Woo.
All we're trying to do is look at some stuff. It should not be this difficult, but it is.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
I dare
it's
you
not-
to try it yourselves.
if we had tech people that were actually like tech people that could do this for us, that would be nice.
If we had.
Right.
If we had tech people to do this, I would feel intimidated and I wouldn't show up.
Did you just say intimidated?
Shh, intimidated.
She also said Bible-y. So, you know.
Okay, listen, I'm
Here it
really
comes.
against words that aren't words, but I also make up words.
I did
Okay.
like Bible-y, though.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense, right? I
got
see red blob blurs.
I got a picture of this. This is exactly what it looked like, but at a far distance. And my brother was saying, "Oh no, that's such and such lights," and I'm looking at him going, "No, dude, it's not lights," because they were shifting. Like the blink looked like it was going left, right, left, right, left, right, and it would
Like they were
move.
separate entities?
No, not necessarily, but like they were active lights on an entity, and I'm looking at this thing, and it was big.
And this is in
I
the
kept
sky?
I kept trying to get video of it, and the video I couldn't get zoomed in on it, and a clear enough picture that was really worth a crap. So I got this as part of one of the videos, and I just had it for a split second, a good clear picture, and this is exactly what I got.
And this
I
is in the
zoomed it in.
sky.
Yeah.
Oz, where is this at?
I'm on Capitol Peak, and I'm looking out over. Let's see, where was I looking out over? I was looking
East or west?
Give us a direction.
That's what I'm trying to remember right now. I was looking southwest, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, I think so.
okay. Oh
So you
boy,
would've been
man, I
looking
wish
into-
you've got
you would've been
video.
looking into Grace Harbor County then.
I'm yeah, pretty much. I think I do have a video, but I don't know how much of it. You'd have to watch it, and you might just get like a little glimpse of them.
Okay, so here's my question. So there's a lot of these red blips, but the larger ones look like the main ones, and it looks to me like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 lights.
Right.
What did you see? Because it's either 5 or like 8.
This is what I saw.
Right.
This is what I saw. In the shape that it's in, but farther out.
So how high do you
Didn't
think
it
that
look like
is?
a V? Could you see a V in it? Like, was it a chevron shaped?
No, okay. You talk when it comes down to the shape of the lights. I couldn't see that, but I did see the
Okay.
lights.
I can see
And you
what
said they
gas
blinked
that,
in
though.
procession?
It's,
Sorry, Dee.
pardon me. Pardon me.
You said they blinked in procession?
They did blink every once in a while, and they also the whole set of lights moved. It may have gotten closer because it got larger at one point and then back down to the size that it was. And these were far off. These were far off. I'm going to assume 15 miles.
That's how far you were?
Yeah, I would say probably that. Yeah.
So then how high is it, do you think?
Now I am at probably at the level of 3/4 or 2/3, maybe even a little bit higher of the peak to the tower, right?
Okay.
And I'm looking; it's just slightly below me, out over the
Wow.
Grace Harbor area.
So what are we
Yeah.
talking, like about 2,000 feet, you think?
Off the ground?
Yeah.
Probably. It was really hard to tell at that distance because I couldn't tell how far it was.
Yeah. And when they moved, did they all move the same? Or did they
Yeah,
move
I mean,
independently?
I didn't actually experience seeing them moving because it was so far off, but I know that with the terrain outline in the background and stuff like that, and what was below it in view of what I'm seeing, that they were moving, shifting to the left and then to the right. It wasn't completely stationary, and I
How
wasn't
long-
moving. So
How long was it in your sight?
no, 40 minutes, half an hour, or
Really?
probably an hour. Yeah, it didn't go nowhere.
Wow.
Wow.
It might have been even longer than that.
But you
That's a
saw it
long sighting.
yeah.
It
did you-
was-
but you saw it come and go though.
No, I seen it there, and we left when it was there.
Really?
Like you just looked up and
Yeah.
you were like, "Oh my God, look, what is that?" It didn't appear.
Well,
like you didn't see it show up.
We got the dog with us. We're sitting there talking, and it's a lot of it's just about the dog. We take him out. He loves to go up in the woods and see deer and stuff. You know, he gets all excited. Well, we're sitting there talking. And I'm looking at this. My brother, I know he saw it too. He had to have, but he's assuming that it's city lights or town lights or SATSUP or whatever. You know, he thought it might be. But I'm thinking I've been up here many times and I've never seen that. And I'm looking at it as we're talking. He's talking. I'm talking. And it's just like I was like, "What in the heck? What is that?" And he says, "Oh, it's just." I think he said like SASSUP or something. I can't remember. And I'm like, "No, dude, no, it's not at all. No."
That's up from where you guys were located though. Wouldn't have been that large.
Would it have been? No,
No.
it was. I mean,
No.
if I would have put my thumb out in front of my face at arm's length, I could have turned my hand sideways to where my thumb was in the neutral position of thumbs up, thumbs down, and I could have covered it with my thumb easily.
Yeah,
That's how far out
SATSUP,
it was.
from where you guys were, SATSUP would have been about 30 miles out. And I hate to do this,
Yeah.
but guess what, guys? We're gonna have to take another quick break.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages. This is DJ D Phoenix on Hook, Line, and Thinker, hanging with Oz and DJ Fury. We'll be right back after this, guys. That's it. So thank you. I might shoot for one. I won't do it for tomorrow, but maybe shoot for one next week to fill in what we weren't able to accomplish tonight. So just keep your eyes open for that.
Yeah.
Okay, if you get ants in your pants and want to do tomorrow, I'm probably available.
Okay, I'll definitely keep that in mind, because it almost sounds like Sponge would have made it if he could have, and this was kind of short order. So, but anyway,
But I
thanks,
also
guys.